this right early. How's the
Hit that
volume?
dial. Hit that dial.
What
The
dial?
last two dials.
This?
Yeah, the first two.
This?
Yeah, turn that all the way to the not the other way. The second one. Yep.
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. What is this? Santana back to business.
Let's go. Hey.
Yep. Greetings and salutations.
It's Monday. It's the 12th. Special day. It's a special day. It's the 12th of April.
That is a fact, man.
That was 9 years, bro. Remember that?
What?
It rained on me. We was like, yo, bro, you have to do this in the carpet.
When was this?
St. Thomas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy anniversary. Off the rip. Happy anniversary.
Appreciate you.
To my brother Troy, Danielle. This is 9 years.
9 years, man.
9 years of marriage that they have celebrated today. And he spent his anniversary here with you guys. So
she said it was okay, y'all. Don't worry.
Let's do it, man.
My man Lex said, yo, I guess you paid your taxes.
Let's do it.
I said, that's one way to put it.
Let's do it. Let's get it going. Shout out to everybody out there that has supported Market Mondays. This is the 100th episode. Not the 100th episode, I'm bugging.
1 year.
1 year. 1 year. This is our 1 year anniversary of Market Mondays.
Done
Like
like
100. Happy anniversary to you and your queen. That's amazing. You got to drop them secrets today. What's the secret to keep that together? That's amazing.
Laughter, man. You got people going crazy over this Troy Joy thing, man. I might have to call Sabine.
I'm telling you, that's a move. Troy Joy it is. You one of the happiest people I know. I'm trying to now stay my way to that kind of glory.
No, just wait.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? You got the mink microphone.
Ooh. You know, little fake mink. You know, I'm gonna break out the little fake mink this winter too.
That boy got a chinchilla microphone. How you get a chinchilla microphone, bro?
Amazon, one of the greatest companies ever that we also called a year ago. But I don't know. It was also your anniversary. That's dope, man. Happy 1 year.
Yeah.
Guys.
I appreciate it, man.
It's 2 anniversaries. Market Monday's anniversary and his wedding anniversary.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. We here though.
Where you at right now? You in a different setting?
Yeah, just a little different setting, you know, a different backdrop. So y'all looking well tanned and moisturized, and you know, what's a rosé oil, beard oil called? Bamboo? No, that's a drink.
That's his beverage.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy him 500, man. He had a conference. He actually just put that together like kind of, I don't want to say last minute, but it wasn't even a lot of planning, like long time.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I was
a couple weeks ago. He asked us that, we wanted to be a part. I'm like, yeah, anything you need us to do, but I didn't really know the depths of what it was going to be. But shout out to him 500, man.
That was
very execution.
I just told Troy that he's a very impressive young man. Like, I'm extremely impressed with him. His execution and the way that he puts things together on a high level, it inspired me. Inspired me. So shout out to Marcus, man. Good dude.
In addition to that, his level of composure. Yeah. Because the behind the scenes stuff that nobody got to see.
I can only imagine how nerve-wracking that is. Hey. I just have a hard time getting the Zoom and the lights right. So to coordinate everybody flying in and schedule, you know.
It was
that's beautiful.
A movie was made.
Yeah.
A whole movie was made.
Shout out to Marcus, man. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my brother Wallow. Had a very touching moment with Wallow.
Wallow dope. He's a good dude.
Yo.
That's my guy, man.
No, that was dope.
Him and Ash Cash need an energy drink.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
That's a fact.
And Xander.
That's a
if we get them three to promote it,
that's a fact.
Bestseller.
That's a fact, man.
Go Fuel.
Go Fuel.
One go to
them all in. Yeah, one go to the next.
You heard that, Mike? Chop it up.
Yeah.
It was definitely a moment. It was definitely a moment. So shout them dudes, man. They just solid. When they come in the room, man, they shift the energy of the entire room, Gilly and Wallow. And they command the room. And we sat and we listened, and they just spit a whole like $1 million, like legit $1 million worth of the game, man. It's always fun to be around them.
Yeah, and shout out to my boy, of course, Rose. We got a chance to meet Ricky Ross for the first time. So that was dope, man.
Hey, listen, any promoters right now, I'm letting y'all know. I'm going on tour. If you want that Rose energy, they said, somebody text me in the chat, they said, yo, I know you was slinging cocaine back in the day, the way you reacted. I said, bro, come on, don't do that.
Ross,
that was a moment.
Just
bro.
how I would imagine if we met him, He was like, you see my shirt? He was like, assets over liability. He's like, I fuck with that. It's needed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's needed.
Yes, needed. Yes, needed. Well, what was your favorite Ross project?
Right there. That's mine.
Teflon
Don. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I like the
Deeper Than Rap was
Deeper Than
yours.
Rap.
Yeah.
Deeper Than Rap.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a moment, bro. That song will never be the same in my eyes ever again. Anytime we hear, that moment's gonna play in our head again.
Yeah.
I don't see you get hyped too often. When I saw that, I was like,
oh man, I just wanted a picture. I'm like, can we just get this documented picture? And when I heard him say, "Who the fuck?" If y'all watch it and watch how I turn around, I'm like, wait, is this really about to happen? Nah.
Yeah. Shout out to Rose, man. Before we start, shout out to my boy Jim Jones. I just seen he had the dope write up in GQ about Capo Coin.
Yeah,
he's going hard with crypto, and a bunch of other stuff that he got going in the digital space. So shout out to Jimmy, man. Good dude.
Yeah. And then obviously Friday we lost a legend to the world.
That's heartbreaking.
Earl Simmons, DMX, we lost on Friday, which is heartbreaking. But like we said, man, we're gonna keep legends never die. Legends never die. They're gonna live on through us and through our actions. And so one way to support them is obviously to stream the music and blast it. Keep blasting it. His family, you know, it can help his family out long term. Obviously, hopefully everything is situated for him and his family. But we know that through his art, he can always receive revenue. So make sure y'all stream it. Let's run his numbers up. We got the LP. I bought a few more of the vinyls. So anything we can do to support. I bought some merch from his website. So yeah, man.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Is there any artist that probably had a better first 3 albums?
I don't know, man.
Rap wise, when I went back and played it, we really underappreciated
the fact that he dropped 2 albums in the
first year,
and they both went #1. That never was done before. Like, he changed the game with that.
He was the first artist to have his first 5 albums go #1. Prior to him,
and at one point,
nobody had done that.
X was as hot or hotter than Jay. At one moment, like in '98,
he was
definitely
hotter than Jay. He was definitely hotter than Jay.
People forget that.
Yeah, no. DMX, man, a legend, man. So rest in peace, DMX. Shout out to the whole Rough Riders family, DY, Swiss, his family, his children. Hold your head, his friends.
Yeah, I think they're doing the memorial this week, and they're trying to do it at Yonkers Raceway. Okay, it's the biggest venue that we have in Westchester, really.
Yeah, man. So
all right, RB Phyllis is X.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So let's get into this. A year ago, we started a show called Market Mondays, and you know, we I think changed the game a whole lot.
A lot.
And it's a lot. It's, you know, testament what can happen in 52 weeks.
Feels crazy.
So this is a celebration. This is the anniversary of the show. Time flies. In that time frame, we gave you guys countless stock picks. We gave you countless guests that we introduced you to. We gave you countless investment strategies. On and on and on and on and on. So hopefully, most importantly, hopefully you guys have learned something. Hopefully you guys have been able to execute. Hopefully you guys have been able to make some money. And this is year 2, and we're gonna get it going. But before we start, I just personally wanted to say thank you to Ian for rocking with us. Thank you to Troy. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to everybody on our team. Bam, Jamal, every single person that ever played a part in Market Mondays. Thank you to all of our loyal supporters for championing Market Mondays, for telling a friend to tell a friend. Thank you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. And I'm ready. I'm ready to get into it.
Good. It's dope.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to you guys too. It's been a hell of a ride. Thank you to everyone that supported. I remember when we first cracked 1,000 viewers for the week, we was like, oh my God, we going up. And now if we hit 1,000 a week, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Do they not love me? What happened?
Where is everybody?
But shout out to my family. Well, you guys don't love us anymore. But shout out to my family, my friends, everybody in Red Panda. I love you guys. It's been a hell of a ride. And I appreciate you guys for doing this. Like, you know, I want to ask you guys, what was the biggest lesson that you learned over the last year, investing wise? And I think we need to get back tonight to what we used to do. Let's get a lot of questions in. Let's go over these charts and dance around some of these prices too. Because that's what really made it. It wasn't like all the visuals and the slides. People forget the first 8 weeks. No disclaimer, all picks, all fire. So if you guys wanted to do that, kudos to my day. He's like, hey man, put the disclaimer up before they try to sue.
Yeah, that's when it was going reckless. It was like buy Apple at $82. Like no.
That was the crystal ball.
Get to 115 is gonna go back down. I don't care what your advisor say. My dad like, oh,
that's when Ian, that's when you had to spin and chair. Like they would say the number, you would spin the chair around.
I know, right?
It come back. I'm like, yo, this dude's a wizard.
Yeah, that was the wild west.
Who in media turns their back on the camera?
That was wild west.
Yeah, wild west.
Shout out to EYL University, man. You guys definitely played a part as well, asking questions for all of this time. But the biggest lesson that I learned, that's tough, but I would say to have patience.
Oh, that was mine, bro.
Gotta have patience. You have to have patience in this game and in life, but definitely when it comes to investing. And that's something that, from time to time I still struggle with, but just having patience is something that's probably the biggest takeaway that I got.
Yeah, definitely, man. That patience is your greatest asset in this game. And then having a plan. And for years, just being investing in stocks, we're just going on a whim. But actually having a plan and executing the plan and sticking to the plan. And then I guess it goes back to that last point, which was what Shadi said, is being patient with your plan, right? When you do everything, your due diligence that you can to make sure you've made an educated decision, trust that you've made an educated decision. Don't go back on it because 3 weeks it's in the red, right? If you've done the due diligence, you've done your homework, you've done your research, and done anything you could do in your power to make this decision, trust the decision. Just trust it.
Yeah. Trust the process.
That's it. Trust it.
That is a fact. What has been your biggest takeaway?
Number one, block out the noise. Because I think a lot of times when people are trying to tell us, especially in our community, to not invest or not use a particular strategy, it's not because they're trying to help us. They're really trying to stop us from winning. And then build your edge and don't deviate from it. So like once you have a plan, and we get it every week. You guys are wrong about this, but I've learned just to block it out, because I know if I've done 10 hours of research on the company or 15 hours, I have a decent chance of being right. So, if I made you guys a little bit of money in the last year, let me get some fire emojis. But most importantly is blocking out the noise. And even like you said, with him 500, seeing how quickly you put that together, like whatever we put our minds to do, we can execute and get done fast. Even seeing that X passing, man, imagine if over the last year we were even more fearless and we tripled down and put more in than what it's like, man, I think that's the biggest lesson. Focus, be more fearless, and stick to your plan.
Yeah. I think one of the best pieces of advice you gave me, just on a personal level, when you call me, you're like, Troy, just stay low and keep firing.
Man, that's
just stay low. Keep
you do
firing.
that, they'll underestimate you and you'll kill.
Stay low, keep firing. I was like, yep. And that's a bar, that's a Rockefeller bar. So I'm like, all right, you ain't been listening.
Yeah.
Okay. I rock with that.
You already know. I go back to the Bleak and G to K days on a feature. I've been deep in Rockefeller. Yeah.
Shout out to BD Mac.
You wanna?
Yeah. So we're gonna do the disclaimer real quick, Ian, and then I'm gonna let you have the floor. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So number one, you know how this works. Do your own research. Our content is intended to be used and must be used for informational purposes only. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investment based on your own personal circumstances. Mm-hmm. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you find on our show and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. You know how this works. This is a message brought to you by the good brothers at Earn Your Leisure and the good brother Ian Dunlap, the master investor himself. Do your own research.
And a great vibe of Troy Joy. Let's make it about the people, not about me. Let's get right to the questions and go charts to do a retro.
You want to start there?
Start with questions?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
We got to get them most of them.
All right.
They made us.
I wanted to just talk about Coinbase going public. Want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
That's going to be a big one.
Yeah,
I'm sure people are looking forward to that.
I'm sure a lot of people have questions about that. So, it's perfect timing because crypto has been on fire. Especially the altcoins, they've been on fire. I looked at my Cardano. I didn't even realize, like, damn, this is going crazy. Cardano's going crazy.
Shout out Kayla. Bust it. You listen, execute. Yeah.
XRP going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Binance Coin
out of this world.
So all of those altcoins are going. Even Tron.
Shout out to Tron.
Has done well.
Ethereum too. It's crazy. We was on this group chat. We gave it has a buy signal.
Well, yeah, EY University, we do monthly group chat calls, and I would shout out to Francis. He was like, this was last month. He was like, Ethereum's at a buy signal. And I said, I'm putting 10,000 in tonight. That's the good thing about crypto. It's 24 hours. You can put money in whenever you want.
Right now.
Whenever you want.
And I did it, and it's been up. It's been up. So shout out to Francis.
Even when you got locked out your accounts and stuff, and because I've been trying to build this thesis around like that 10-year period. I mean, even for crypto. I mean, are any of your crypto down if you've held them for 3 or 4 years?
No, not right now. I'm not down. I just went to CoinMarketCap, and I'm looking at Binance Coin. Remember, I was telling you Binance Coin obviously is the platform. It is at $600.
Binance Coin is?
3 weeks ago, it was at $220.
Wow.
I remember when
it was at $12 when we was looking at it.
I remember.
I remember it was $14. That's a fact.
$600.
Everybody put buy and hold for freedom. The big thing I want to really stress this year, if you are holding for a 10-year period, it's really hard if you buy any asset that's good for you not to be profitable with it.
It has jumped to the number 3 coin as far as market cap.
Yeah, Jamal kept talking about that coin when it was $19, $20.
I know he's smiling ear to ear right now.
Yeah, Binance it's an obvious play because they have a platform. So it's like, in the world, Binance, I believe, is still the biggest platform to buy cryptocurrency. It's not welcomed in America, but in the world. And yeah, most of the crypto is actually outside of the United States. It's owned by people outside of the United States anyway. So Binance Coin, man, that's one of these things. Ethereum is one of these things.
Another platform.
XRP is one of these things. I said before, XRP, is here to stay. Even when they had issues, like XRP making a run right now.
And it's still going through its battle with the SEC. So, like imagine when that gets cleared up, and hopefully it will, because we obviously invest in XRP, but they're going through their battles right now, and they're up at 145. I mean, they got down to 14, 15 cents a couple months ago. I mean, this space is just so fascinating, and it's a good thing to be a part of because we're watching it happen. We're watching the future happen right in front of us, and that's why Wednesday is so important.
Well, yeah, so they're going to combine the best of both worlds, crypto and the stock market. When Coinbase is making this IPO, if anybody doesn't know what Coinbase is the premier place for Americans to buy cryptocurrency, and now they're making their stock market debut on Wednesday, highly anticipated IPO.
They're saying 100 billion.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Coinbase's IPO?
To the moon.
I
don't have any other take. I know you guys are going to actually to invest in it. Investing has risk, but do I think it'll be a formidable player? Absolutely. I think it'll be one of the biggest. When we look back over this decade, if we are making a hard transition to digital currencies, they are going to be the number one player. I'm looking at them like a PayPal back in the day when they were
with comparison. Good comparison.
I think Coinbase is going to be, and some of like my little crypto horror stories. That's why I tell you I'm not biased. This is going to be one of the biggest, I think, over the next 5 years. Hands down.
You know why I love it? A couple of reasons, but again, I'm always like when I'm thinking about investing, I'm like, what's Shotty going to ask me? How's he going to make me not do this trade? And so if you think about it, right, Coinbase, the platform, how many ETFs are going to try to grab this up? Like, think about that. How many
ETFs, of them that need gains? Almost
right? So
all of them.
You got to think on a number of levels, right? If any ETF is in the blockchain space, they're going to definitely have to grab this up. If anyone is in the fintech space, they're definitely going to grab this up. And so two of the ones we always talk about, and we said it here, Block, obviously, is a blockchain ETF. You think they're not going to add Coinbase to their ETF at a large allocation? You think Kathy Wood is not sitting up at her desk thinking, this might fit in ARKF, right? This has the potential to be extremely big. But you know what's even crazier is that on top of them going public, it now opens the door for a Bitcoin ETF. Think about that.
Which would be huge. And can I give them a little gem that we never talked about before?
Go ahead.
They got funding from Y Combinator. Y Combinator has given funding to damn near all the best companies over the last 10 years. This one's not going to be a miss. Like, if they find the talent and fund it, they have a great chance. I want you guys to go to Google, look at Y Combinator and see who they funded. Quiz time. Who is Y Combinator funded over the last 15
they've been listening. They should know.
We did an episode on this.
Yeah, they should know.
Yeah, they should
They
know.
should know.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did an episode on it. Shout out to
my God.
my God. We gotta come on, Troy. You the research.
We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, I know it's like episode 87 or something like that.
My guy,
Yeah.
he's a young man. He got a gaming company, and he got funded from Y Combinator.
Yeah.
And he's the first one that actually came on EYL and broke that down. That was months ago.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And another one, big Stripe. They're going to be it's payment space, Coinbase. But also, did you hear Peter Thiel's take on Bitcoin? That he thinks is almost like financial treason. It was a very interesting take.
Financial treason?
Yeah, because if that is a leading asset that we're going to put all of our money into, and it wasn't founded by us, and let's say it has a Chinese founder, what if all of this is a ploy to finish destroying the dollar? Oil is gone. So if now crypto becomes top of mind, top of market share, and a yuan gets pushed in, they can make China go into it. The dollar gets destroyed, oil is done, Tesla is now taken off to the moon. His case study is that maybe this was a act of financial terrorism to destroy the dollar. It's a little bit deep, Alex Jones, Umar-ish.
I see Shotty's conspiracy, right? Shotty's conspiracy brain is ringing.
I think it's worth taking a peek at to see. Very interesting take. And for those you don't know, Peter was one of the founders in PayPal Mafia of PayPal. And he's pro crypto. So that's why the take was interesting too. And this is a good point. You should always look at the downside of every investment that you're going to make to see what's wrong with it. And so you can make a case against yourself. But I thought that take was very interesting and well thought out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's true. And so that's why I think the safest way is to do the Bitcoin ETF. And it sounds like it's far-fetched, but the two companies. So I had to dive into the research. I said, let me see who's invested in it. Like this would be so new, right? This would be the easiest way to own Bitcoin. Because even now, when people invest in what they think in the stock market is Bitcoin, it really isn't. It's just portfolios that have exposure to Bitcoin.
Yeah. This
is completely different. And so lo and behold, who do you see who has applied for Bitcoin ETFs? Who has put in the application? Lo and behold, Fidelity has applied, as well as VanEck. And if you are in SMH, you should know VanEck. Obviously it's a VanEck vector. It's VanEck ETFs. It's changed our lives. Shout out to SMH. But they've applied. And so it takes I read up on this, it takes like 45 days for the application to be reviewed, and either it gets denied, it gets approved, or it gets an extension. And so obviously the SEC is, old folks, and they don't want new things happening. And so what they most likely will do is delay it. I think the farthest you can delay it out is like 240 days.
Yeah.
And so by 2022, we could be sitting here and having a Bitcoin ETF, and wouldn't that just be a game changer?
Yeah, because the ETF now, what's it called? That
GTBC.
Yeah, that's
more grayscale.
It's more of an index fund where it mirrors the movement of Bitcoin, but you don't actually own any Bitcoin if you're invested in that. Like I said, it just mirrors the movement of Bitcoin. So this would be something different. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of time, not just Bitcoin, but just cryptocurrency in general. They'll have ETFs for crypto.
It's crazy.
The same way they have ETFs for stocks.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be crazy.
And that's why I always say, like, it's like, it's not, one or the other. And it's like all of this stuff plays a part in each other. And, you see cryptocurrency merging into the stock market and vice versa. From ETFs, from Coinbase going public, from a variety of different things. So all of this stuff works together. So you need to learn and be educated on all this stuff. You can't just say, okay, I'll never learn about crypto, because it's here to stay. It's obvious, and it's not like it's a lone wolf. It's merging with the much larger big brother, which is the stock market.
They said, what they said? It was an interesting article. They said in 2004, GDX came. Right. And it changed the way that we invested in gold. And so they see the same type of potential with the investing in Bitcoin ETF. So that'd be interesting to watch. And definitely something that we're going to play a part in. No denying that.
Also, for those of you that are interested in marijuana and you've been waiting for the marijuana boom, you need to look. We talked about it before. Look for the same process. So once institutional adoption happens and then there's legalization, that will be your green light to then invest. Before that, hoping it's a hope and a prayer. But once the institutions got involved, like we talked about last year, that's what's causing the push to go up. And the institutions are getting involved because they need higher gains. So be mindful of that. That's not there yet, but the same process. Go study what happened with crypto and why it's being adopted. But also, we talked about the fracturing, and based on a recession, fund managers needed gains, and Bitcoin will give them to you. You can get 7 to 12% in an hour sometime in crypto. So if you can kind of tie those gains into the market, and if there's stability there and enough managers hop in, Bitcoin could move like NASDAQ. And for those of you who trade NASDAQ, you know how damn fast that thing moves. It's going to be very interesting to see over the next 5 years.
So then we got to see if there's going to be future contracts, if there's going to be option contracts.
So that's
they have Ethereum and Bitcoin futures already.
Futures,
so yeah. So they already have been laying that pat. They just been quiet about it.
Yeah,
they're laying that track.
Yeah,
the drawdown on a Bitcoin option.
The way that thing
80% down in the day. Be careful.
Crypto option.
Rashad had told me to be careful. We got to put the disclaimer on screen when we talk about the Bitcoin ETF.
What you mean it dropped 80%?
I just got it 9 minutes ago.
Dogecoin.
Stop filled.
Oh my gosh.
$1 Dogecoin for 2023.
we had some more interesting news in the crypto space. I'm not sure if everybody was familiar with it. I just wanted to bring it to their attention. Hill Harper, the legendary actor, but more importantly, I knew Hill Harper because he was a Harvard grad.
Shout out to Hill Harper. He's a very
smart, intelligent dude.
Very smart guy. He was in Obama's cabinet, I believe.
He was, and most people, if you've watched, he got game. Is he the uncle in that movie?
He's in a lot of these black movies.
Spike Lee joints.
Yeah.
A bunch of Spike Lee joints. Yeah, but he announced today that he has created the first. It's going to be the first black-owned digital wallet and cryptocurrency exchange platform in the United States. So we're talking about Coinbase, and we've spoken about Gemini with the Winklevoss twins, but Hill Harper out of nowhere coming through with the first black-owned digital wallet and cryptocurrency exchange. And so what his vision is to build the world's largest investment in financial literacy curriculum toolkit for Black and Latinx communities. And so he's going on this bus tour to teach people about Bitcoin education and trying to adapt the adaptation into our communities. And so that's incredible.
What's the name of it?
It is called the coin. Well, it's going to be the Black Wall Street tour. And I believe it's the Black Wall Street. Let me see.
That's interesting.
TBWS.
The Black Wall Street?
Mm-hmm. The Black Wall Street Technology and Digital Wallet.
We got to have him on to talk about it.
Hey, Ernest. Y'all listening right now. We're gonna get his. Is he on Instagram? We gotta find his Instagram and we're gonna add him because we need to talk to him about this. If he's going on tour, the number one place he needs to come is EYL to talk about this because this is revolutionary. This is dope. It's incredible. And this is somebody who's coming from the world of entertainment, but more importantly, he has a sound education. And so this is somebody we need to get on here to talk about this.
Yeah, come on Market Mondays and explain it. So before we go to questions, quickly, we are going to do an episode on EYL about this. So hopefully we can talk about it on Market Mondays too at some point. That would be dope. But trading cards, we are in the space. And if you follow us, you know that we interviewed Gary V. He's an avid traded card collector. And he said on the episode, that's really the only thing that he's really focused on is NFT and trading cards. So you want to talk about some cards that you got?
Yeah. So we got and it's crazy because Topps is about to go public themselves. But so we got Project 70, which is like these limited edition cards, and they go on sale for like 3 days at a time. And they take the past looks of trading cards and they mix them with today's talent. And so you might have, like, I think you had the 1995 Mike Trout card. Obviously, Mike Trout wasn't playing in 1995, but the addition of cards that were made in those years have now put today's talent. And so I have a Mike Trout card. I think this is from 1990. I got a Thurman Munson Yankees card from 1971, and then
very vintage.
And then I got a Roberto Clemente. This one's kind of fire.
Roberto Clemente.
Yeah, 1952. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So like, this is our new thing, man. Anytime we can find an investment, I actually sat down with my son. He was opening the box. He's like, "Daddy,
what's
what
the
is
other
that?"
one? Mike Clemente. Don't forget Mike Piazza.
Oh, Mike Piazza.
Legend.
Well, I'm a Yankee guy.
He's a legend.
So this is the Mike Piazza from 1975. And so I think it's a dope project because what they're doing is they're taking the past, bringing it with the future, and they're making great art out of it. And so I like that they come in acrylic because that was one of the issues. Like, when we have cars, a lot of times we don't know how to treat them. We don't know how to package them. And so they come in perfect mint 10 condition so they can stay in value. And that's one thing that we learned in the space. And obviously as a car collector, as a kid, we had the plastic sheets that if it got
I know. Turn yellow.
They turn yellow. They rip if they've been around too long. So it's dope. It's another way to invest and another way to teach your kids how to invest.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Buster. We definitely
that episode's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna go crazy.
That's gonna go crazy.
All right. Let's get into some questions.
Let's do it. I haven't seen
if anybody has a Michael Jordan rookie card that you want to give up because you don't think it's worth anything. I know a guy who would take it, all of us. So
please raise
and the trading card game is the same. It's the same thing with like regular investments, supply and demand. He was explaining to us how the King Griffey rookie card is really worth nothing because
I got that card.
Everybody
has it though.
Everybody has the King Griffey rookie card.
The 1989. That was gonna
be the one. Me too, Troy.
I knew that was gonna be the one.
Ooh, when I get older, worth $9. Shout out King Griffey.
$8.75. All right,
held it for 30 years.
Let's start.
Is that Herbie? I'm gonna go to Herbie. Herbie, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
It was good, fellas. How y'all doing?
What's going on?
Good, man. What's going on?
Good, chilling. I'm glad y'all talking about crypto today because I have some crypto and I wanted to ask a question about Bitcoin, being that it's like the top dog of the crypto, I guess, market right now. Big companies putting in their funds, I guess, into crypto. Being that it's a limited amount of Bitcoins. At what? Oh, how can I word this? When there's no more coins, will they be pushed to make more coins, or what is going to happen after the supply is reaches its capacity?
That's it.
Well, that's it. But anything is possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things that the designers of Bitcoin is one of these things that's going to be studied for a long period of time because whoever designed it, they captured everything that drives human emotions. And one of the things that drives any investment is scarcity model.
Yeah.
And that's one of the key components of Bitcoin is that it's not an infinite amount. It will be capped out. So that's one of the things that makes it so valuable is because it's like, all right, we know at some point there's not going to be any more Bitcoin made. So yeah, and that's just a good lesson just in life in general with anything. Like we just talked about the King Griffey rookie card. The reason why it's not valuable is not that he's not a great player, but there was so many made that it dilutes the whole situation. And it's the same thing with like even if you look at like Kanye and he has these limited releases or any sneaker, now the fact that they're limited actually just drives the price up because now you feel like you're part of an exclusive crowd if you can actually own a pair.
Own one, yeah.
And it makes it more valuable for the resale. So even looking at sneakers, you could compare that to crypto where sneakers are kind of priced like Nike knows that, they put these off-whites out for how much of those?
160.
They know that they're going to be selling for thousands of dollars, but it's like they can sell it for thousands of dollars, but that kind of kills the demand for it because now there's not going to be a upsell on the over-the-counter market. So they kind of they understand that, even though they're not taking part of it, but they understand the value of that. It's the same thing with like a Bitcoin, where it's like, all right, the value of it is like there's only a limited amount. So now if I buy it, now that's actually just going to drive the price up for somebody else that wants to buy it from me because there's a limited amount.
Yeah, and what they do to make sure that it stays relevant is that they have halving events. And so if you're in the space, you've seen a halving event. We spoke about this on Market Mondays last May.
Yeah.
A halving event. And so what that really means is the amount that you're going to earn per hour goes down. And so like if you were making 100 coins per hour, if it was a halving event, now you're only making 50. And so the next halving event, instead of 50, now you're making 25. And so it slows down the process of the supply. And so and my thought is that it's going to end, right? There will be no more made after a certain amount. So typically when you see halving events, especially with crypto, you'll start to see an influx in the appreciation of crypto or of Bitcoin. And so we said it in May and look at it now, right? When we said it in May, it was like, oh, it's having an event and everybody was waiting. May 20, like, oh, here it comes. And everybody was disappointed, like, wait, it didn't move. Bitcoin didn't move. And slowly but surely, as the halving started to really matriculate and mature, Bitcoin goes up to 60,000.
So, yeah.
All right. Thanks.
For those of you looking at GBTC, 34.90 is not a bad price. Old school retro.
He's warming up, y'all. Appreciate you.
I should probably call a few
Thank
out. I
you,
got
guys.
you.
Appreciate you.
Great question.
YouTube, hit the like button if you can, please. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys dearly. And you guys stay tuned to the night because I'm gonna give away some scholarships for you guys to be able to invest in the market at the end of the show. So I'm gonna pick 5 people.
Melita, is that you? Did I say that right? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Yes.
I said it. You know what? I've been on the road, bro. I haven't missed a name in like maybe 2 months. Shout out to all the people out here.
How's it going?
I'm chilling. Just always tuning in. You guys are great. You know, we can't say it enough because you know, you guys really, really matter. So
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
give
you.
me y'all flowers while y'all here. You heard?
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So it's crazy because everything y'all talking about is just like coming to life. Like it's weird. Like I watch y'all. I don't really write down too many notes, but I watch y'all so much that y'all talk about it so much as like reoccurrence, and it's like a you know what I mean? Like every time you keep
it's ingrained in you now.
Like you mean like when we talk about NFTs with Mark Cuban and then every single person in the world starts to talk about NFTs 3 weeks later?
Yes.
When we start saying QQQ and then every other commercial you watch now is a QQQ Invesco.
Invesco, cut the check.
Come on, I gotta stop
that.
Or how about when we say Microsoft and
my baby, and they're going into healthcare as we told you last year, and with Azure
or Moderna. When we say Moderna, a little known company in April of last year, and now they have a vaccine.
Oh, you know, it made me think of when things were shutting down, and we said, well, people are going to use video conferences. You should look at a stock like Zoom, and then now the whole world used that. I mean, it's weird how that happens.
Who's counting?
Yeah, who's counting?
That's a fact. But y'all heard anything about I don't know if y'all talked about it or not, but the Gridbot.
What's the ticker?
Gridbot.
Yes, it's Gridbot. It's called the Gridbot. So my homeboy Al, shout out to Al.
Shout out to Al.
Al One Dread. He been telling me about this 2-3 years ago, but my mental wasn't there. Like I wasn't ready for it. But now I'm like so ready for it, and I ran back into him this year, and we're starting to get into it. So it's called a Gridbot. So I'm just starting to learn
I'm gonna research it for you. We can come back next week and definitely talk. But tell us about it.
Yeah, so basically it's like a robot, if you will, and it kind of hedges the market as far as crypto space and Bitcoin. So I'm only going to give y'all which I know. I told you I just found out, like I'm really into it right now. But anyway, so it hedges. So when the market goes up, it buys. No, it sells. And then when the market goes down, it buys.
Oh, it's a trading algorithm?
Right.
I'll look into it for you and test it for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, I just wanted to ask y'all if y'all knew anything about that. If not, then we can all learn about it. You know what I mean? Because that's what y'all doing for us. So I only could give it back.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it, but I will tell you, algorithms, that's the next thing. And that's why I'm telling you guys, hey, I need more silence, more patience. My next thing, army of algorithms. That's all I'll say. You especially in this space, you need it because there's only so many hours you can work. And let's be honest, we may want to get into a move and be afraid. Mm-hmm. So go test it, make sure it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do now. Is just, we, as Black people, we always so scared to do, anything. And it's like, come on, like if you lose, it's either you learn it or you just move on. It's just
Melita, I got it right here. So now you just gave us our homework assignment. We appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all too. Y'all keep the thing going, y'all. I love y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate your support. It definitely looks interesting. We just Googled it. I wasn't aware of it, but there's a lot of literature. There's actually a lot of on Google about it.
Yeah.
So definitely I'm gonna look into it for sure.
I'm from the sneaker world. We don't like bots. They take you know what I'm saying? Like, get these bots out of here.
But if you have the bot,
yeah, that's true. All right, here we got Terry Ross. We coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. I'm calling all these names I've never heard before. Let's do it. Terry, what's going on? You there?
Hey, I didn't raise my hand. It must have been by mistake, but thanks for calling me. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You're helping the culture.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Let's see. This is Barry. Barry, we coming to you. Barry Neal, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
We good?
We
Yep.
good. We hear
What's
you.
up?
We're good. How are you?
I'm all right, brothers. How y'all doing?
Good.
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 I'll ask you a quick one. I'm a nerd, so I like to tech stuff. I know I've been hearing a lot about the shortage on the computer chip supply.
Yep.
Do you have any thoughts on how that's going to impact different markets?
I think people are overinflating it. I mean, the reason why, well, I'll give a homework assignment. How many chips does it take for a modern vehicle, not Tesla? How many chips does a modern car need? So when a supply shortage is over, it's going to help a lot of industries push back to the upside. So while AMD, NVIDIA may be getting hurt right now, we can ETF it, that'll be good, but AMD is going to be well. The only one that I'm really down on that will never come back to dominance, even though it's shot up, was Intel, but AMD and NVIDIA will be A-okay. It's just everything that we use now has so much technology embedded into it that all the companies bought the supply. So it's going to affect a couple industries for a little bit, but please stay long any of your semiconductor chip stocks.
Yeah.
And if you don't want them, I'll be happy to take them from you.
And we spoke about it, I think last week when we talked about TSM having $100 billion investment and bringing factories here to the United States.
Tell them what TSM is.
TSM. So that's the number. So TSM is obviously the number one chip producer in the world.
What does it stand for? Taiwan.
Taiwan Semiconductor. And
Okay,
so
yeah.
obviously some of their biggest clients, Apple's their biggest client, but they have a number of clients that they have under their umbrella. And so they're bringing factories here. I think Arizona, 2 in Arizona. And so they're allocating $100 billion over the next 2 to 3 years to build factories to expedite the process of making chips. So,
TSM,
I'm big on TSM.
TSM is a major player.
Big player.
SMH is my favorite hold in my portfolio right now.
Facts.
I am very bullish on SMH. I have a substantial amount of money invested in SMH. I also have money invested in AMD, which has
SMH is going
moving sideways for
my baby.
We're going on 8 months.
8 months now.
Yeah.
So
Give it time. Give it about another 3.
Remember what you said at the beginning? Patience.
no. It's patience, but just hoping I
Don't
get
look at it. TSM 108.34. Not too bad. Take it to the house. Go ahead. Omaha. That's what Manning used to say. Omaha. I got you. Deep ball. Post route. Write it down.
Yeah. So they produce 50% of the world's chips. That's something like 8 months ago. I had no idea who they were. And then once I heard that, I said, I got to study this company.
They're the number one position at SMH, right?
Yep. No, the largest allocation. And that's kind of how I found them too. I think we were doing AMD and we had NVIDIA. And so I was like, let me see what else is in SMH. And when I saw the largest allocation was TSM, I had no idea what the initial stood for. And then I started researching and I said, wait, what?
Yeah.
And so if this is the largest allocation and probably one of the largest investments we have in our portfolio, I definitely have to research where they're moving that money. And so obviously found out TSM, saw that they did shorter supply in semiconductor world. All right, we know who's leading it. Yeah, I like this investment. It's just about where you want to get in. And I think that the crystal ball came out today.
I mean, SMH 224.48, not bad.
Oh, he's
Y'all better get on here, ask some questions.
He warming
Y'all
up.
been hitting me up. When y'all gonna get back to giving us? Come on with it. We got y'all tonight.
It was a chinchilla. Barry, appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, Carrie Ann, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Carrie Ann, what's up? You there? Oh,
no fridge breaks today, Carrie Ann. Not what Microsoft bought.
Come on.
All right.
I got a feeling she might be Jamaican too. Carrie Ann, Shelly Ann, Sasha Ann, Stacy Ann. Damn, she's not there. All right, here we go.
I got you guys tonight. YouTube, you guys go crazy in the comments with the stocks too.
Lenny, we coming to you.
Your way.
Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. What's going on, Lenny?
Damn, I was there. Shit.
Whoa. She came in hot. Hold on, Carrie Ann.
Thank you. I muted the wrong person.
We gonna come right back to you. Lenny, what's up?
Hey, boss, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, how are you?
Happy anniversary, guys.
Thank you so much
on all the success. Like, I really look up to you guys. Hope one day to, provide value to the world just like you guys do. So really appreciate you guys.
My dog, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
So my question was in regards to my IRA. I was getting ready to make a contribution. So what do you guys like? How do you guys approach it? And like when it comes to bonds versus growth stocks versus the blue chips, like how do you guys go about it?
How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm 29 and I've had my IRA for the last 2 years. One of them wasn't performing as well, so I'm getting ready to get rid of it and go into something else that has more that's a little bit more aggressive.
I'll let Rashad chime in, but at 29, you don't need bonds. Bonds are gonna kill your portfolio.
Especially right now, I feel like they're pulling me down.
Yeah, they are.
TLT is gonna destroy you right now. Yep.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's a play that you don't need to make. If you're under 30, I would be extremely aggressive with my portfolio. I would be in growth stocks, 100% probably equity. I wouldn't really go into bonds. Bonds are more of a conservative play, and it's more of a preservation play when you get older. But somebody being under 30, you can afford to be very aggressive. It's an IRA, so you're not going to take the money out for another 30 years or you'll get penalized. So you have 30 years before you can take this money out. So be extremely aggressive with it. Of course, intelligent wise, but target date funds is something is an easy way to go. I don't know who you have your money invested with, but most investment companies have target date funds.
Which are underrated.
Yeah, they are.
Have you ever had like a Roth? Have you ever heard someone having a Roth 401k and a Roth IRA?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Because that's what I have right now. I just want to make sure I'm not breaking any laws.
No.
I read the regulations. They said I'm good, but my financial advisor was kind of questioning it. So he told me to do some research on it. So
why was he questioning it?
He said that he's never heard someone have both the Roth 401k and Roth IRA. So I guess I'm different. I don't know. But...
What's his name?
I'm not trying to get trouble.
No. I mean, if you go to go to Google.
Yeah, that's what I did. I Googled it, and because I do taxes, but yeah, I just Googled it and the answer's right there. But okay.
Yeah, even in the bond market, like if you've been in it, what?
That's what I said.
And if you're watching, brother, namaste. I'm sorry. I'm a activate my true joy, but that confused me to hear. That's like saying you can't have a trading account and a long-term account. Like, okay. But even in the bond market, it's almost 50% off of this. Like TLT started when? In 2002. It dropped almost 50% of all-time value since last year. If you're under 40, you don't need a heavy concentration in bonds. And even for those who are older, if you were heavy bonds, you had a great run up when a crash happened, but now you're scared because the cash reserves or the flow that you thought you were going to have is going away. Please be careful. You don't need a heavy bond mix if you're under 40. You don't need it.
Yeah.
How you feeling about Microsoft, man?
It's my baby.
Bro, I had it listed on notes at 233. And I was like, I'm just waiting for a little dip. And then the next day, they get a contract with the US for the military, and boom, it's gone. So I don't even know when to, start approaching it again.
Listen, it's Apple and Microsoft are the only two single stocks that I tell people to buy every month. And then people will be like, I don't know why. Go look at, we talked about it last week, HoloLens, shout out to 19. I'll talk to you more about it next week, but go look at Microsoft Mesh. Oh. And now, because since they did that deal, this is the second biggest acquisition of all time. It's going to help doctors and nurses chart faster. Now, if I can go to a hospital and say, I can cut your inefficiencies down by 25%, and everything is going to get loaded into the cloud through Azure, would that not be a competitive advantage? So when you guys are like, hey, I want more stocks, I want the company with the best infrastructure, with the best CEO, with the best competitive advantage, because they're going to move into every space anyway. And this is it. And it's going to be really interesting by the end of this year, next year when Apple goes into healthcare as well, as we talked about.
Appreciate you guys.
Love Microsoft.
Appreciate you, Lenny.
Appreciate. Yeah, the one thing I don't understand, a lot of people, I've heard this from several different people where they were like, Microsoft stock doesn't move like that. I mean, I'm confused about that statement because, like, if you look at the 5 years ago, Microsoft was $55. It's $255 today. 10 years ago, Microsoft was $25 and it's $255 today.
So I mean, even if it was a 213 in January, so
yeah,
233. I mean, 257. Like,
I mean, yeah, even 1 year ago, it was $165 and it's $255 today. So I'm a little confused because I've heard that a lot of different times. Like Microsoft doesn't even move like that, and I'm like, I think people are just spoiled by like Tesla. What happened last year? And they like, if I have it for 3 months and they haven't gone up by 90%, get rid of it.
Right.
But that's not a realistic. That's not a realistic way of going about things.
They watched Tesla go from 168 to 800, and it's like, wait, that's how I want all my stocks to move. Nah, man.
All of them are gonna move that way. But safety. I'm gonna be honest. I've never fretted or lost sleep over Microsoft. Quiz time. What's the biggest drawdown for Microsoft this year? I never have woken up out of my sleep and was like, damn, Microsoft is gonna ruin me. It's like LeBron is underappreciated. I know, Rashad, I know you think he'd like the best player of all time. Right? He's like tied for 2, right? Or 3. But you don't have to worry about if LeBron is going to perform. Microsoft is the same way. They're going to show up year after year. And the crazy part, they haven't even hit their peak potential. And what if they buy Discord and integrate that into the Xbox universe that we talked about?
We said that.
Game, set, match.
The Netflix of gaming. We said
it's going to be over.
Remember that.
It's going to be over.
All right, Carrie Ann, you there now?
There we go. Now I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Good evening, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good. Thank you for your patience.
How's it going?
Sorry about earlier. I was trying to get back to my screen, but it wouldn't let me unmute myself.
It's okay.
It's all right. You here now. That's what's important.
All right. So this morning, I was reading Seeking Alpha, which is a daily habit, thanks to Ian. That's part of my study set. And I was reading about the Chinese government, their central bank, coming up with, I think it was like they were saying like the killer of Bitcoin, because the way that China is trying to do their digital yen was that they're going to make it like NFC, where all you need is electricity. It doesn't even matter if you have internet, you can still transfer money. So they were saying that like it in like a matter of 5 to 10 years, which I already think China's going to outpace us anyway, that the yen can replace the USD as like the world currency because of the way that China will be able to get aid to people before everybody else. So if you were going to get into that, how would you go about getting, what is that even legal for us to even invest in that at this point?
That's the thing that we talked about at the top of the hour. And I want to give credit where it's due. I mean, for Thiel making a case study. Anytime that someone says they're going to be the killer of something, it usually does not happen.
Yeah.
But I've probably been working for 8 weeks. When I do the China is our biggest threat breakdown, I'll go 40 minutes in. That's my biggest concern. Like, if our dollar is the old index fund market, that digital currency in China is Tesla. And if they catch us at the right time, my fear is in 2027, if that currency takes off, it's over for us.
Yeah.
Scary.
In that article, they were referencing the 2022 Winter Games, where they're going to test, where China is planning on testing it with all the incoming countries and that, because then they'd be able to change over the rate easier, and it would avoid having all other central banks other than Chinese central bank.
Yeah. It's scary. I would tell everyone here to study every article that you can over the next 2 weeks about all the competitive threats that China is to us. Because if they can dethrone us, they will, and they are on pace to do so.
I think they are, because think about it, they have the largest army. They've just come on board with the largest navy, and they can just build things and do things faster than we can, because of course they lack the regulations that we have, because they just don't care. They're a communist government, and it's like, this is what we do, this is how we do it, and that's it. They don't have the restrictions that the US has, or they don't abide by them. So you can't, like, if Xi Jinping says jump, everybody in China says how high, because that's just how it works over there.
I hate it, but China's starting to beat us at our own game that we used to play. Go ahead, Rashad.
Yeah, no, she makes good points. But that's why it's important to educate yourself and adapt. Nothing lasts forever. At one point, they said the sun never sets on the British Empire because no matter where you went in the world, it was a British colony, whether it was in Jamaica, whether it was in India, whether it was
Australia,
in Africa, South, New Zealand, a little island country,
Canada,
controlled the whole entire America.
Yep.
Was a British colony. And now you can count on your hand how many British colonies there are. So at one point, Britain was the world superpower, and then America had the world superpower. At one point, Egypt, Rome. So every dynasty has a run, and every dynasty has an end.
You fall for the same 8 reasons. Too.
It's just if you study history, you understand that, and it doesn't mean that it's going to be completely over like a doomsday scenario. But yeah, I mean, China. I mean, most economists predict that it will take over as the world's number one economy. It's just a matter of when. Some say shorter than other periods of time, but what can you do?
It just replaced the United States as the number one place for billionaires. I think they have more billionaires in China than any other place in the world. So yeah.
I want 100 last year.
Yeah, Carrie Ann, I want to give you your flowers right now because you heard Ian say something, right? Do your research. You said, I'm going to read Seeking Alpha, which is a great resource. And look at all the information you gained by just doing your homework.
So proud of you.
And so when I'm listening to you, I'm like, that's it right there. You got it. And so anybody that's listening to Carrie Ann speak or hears us say every week, do your homework, do your research. And we've given you out places to outside of just being here at Market Mondays and Earning Your Leisure, but outside resources as well. This is all the information. And look at this conversation, because I'm sure you're here talking to us about it, but I'm sure you're talking to your circle about it. And now that sparks the minds of a lot of
Ian.
yeah. That's so powerful. So kudos to you.
I have another question about global.
Oh, guidelines. Nah, we love you. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, for global foundries, actually, because you guys just the previous caller was talking about the semiconductor shortage, and I don't think you guys already discussed foundries and how and what they have an effect on that market. If we could, if you guys could, like maybe next week we could like go deeper into it.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but yeah, next week would be great to do.
Okay,
because that's not a 3-minute conversation, but I love the depth of how much are you reading per day? I know you put in work.
I read a lot. Like I read, but I read random things. So whatever like piques my interest, and I've always listened to Bloomberg. I've always done that. So to just read is just that. But
you're able to put all the pieces and see how all of it's interconnected now.
Yeah,
better than before.
Yeah, everything. I like to read things. I like to see the end and then like bring it back to the beginning. That's how my brain works.
I love it.
That's dope. Shout out to EYL University, man. We got a lot of that's a dope community that we've built and a bunch of people in there. And that's really what it's about, as far as just so many bright minds in there and learning from each other, networking with each other. There's infinity groups inside of the EYL University. Facebook group is on fire. So shout out to EYL University, man. You guys are making me very proud tonight.
That was dope. Carrie Ann, we got to make her a contributor.
If you guys need a blueprint, 100 pages a day. If you want to be one of the best, if you want to just be good, do 10 pages a day. But I'm telling you guys, push 100.
Hey, Carrie Ann, we forgive you for the earlier fridge break. I'll just tease it. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right. We have hit 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in New York. I'm going to give us the earnings report. It is earnings season. Ian, you know that it is now the financials are up. And so Wednesday, we have JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs reporting. And that company on Thursday that we was just speaking about, Taiwan Semiconductor will be reporting Thursday, and Bank of America as well. And then we have on Friday, Ally and PNC. Ian, what are your thoughts on financials?
Not the first place I'll go to, but they're on fire. Love Ally, have for a while. Goldman. Amazing. JP Morgan. I think Square is the new JP Morgan, but yeah, all of those are amazing.
We expressed our love for JP Morgan. I think we've done that. Yeah, so that's our earnings for this week. Let's go to some more questions. Who we got? Let's go to some names we haven't seen.
If you guys don't come through with these questions.
Hans, I think it's Hans. Hans, you there? What's up?
Yo,
what's going on?
It's good, bro.
All right, yo, what's going on? Yo, Pete, bro. I got a question, right? So
where you from, Hans?
I'm from Northside. Why?
Northside, Queens. Queens get the money?
For sure.
The only way.
The only way.
Only way.
Right.
So all right, so boom, right? So like I wanted to know, right? Because the SEC did some goofy stuff. I don't know, because I can't buy XRP on
SEC has done nothing wrong.
Oh, so it wasn't that. So now,
okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to so I ain't even know, because I'm trying to cop some XRP on Coinbase, but I can't do it for some reason. So I was thinking, should I get like a Binance account and then transfer it to my Coinbase? Or what, do I get a different wallet?
Yeah, that's a good question as far as XRP. Because I had XRP on Binance and I transferred it to Coinbase, but that was before their issues.
Yeah.
You can buy XRP on Binance, but the problem is that if you're in America, there's issues with that unless you use the joint, right? Joint?
Yeah.
What's
so
it called?
The Nano Ledger?
No. Wait, it takes your address.
Oh, the VPN.
VPN?
Yeah. So the answer is yes. Obviously, if it's under investigation by the SEC, which is, an American organization, you're not gonna be able to buy XRP. And I think we mentioned that earlier, right? They're under investigation, and the actual currency is growing in value. So we broke that down.
That joint jump. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That joint jumped 46% in a week. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So the VPN like I said, is a way to join Binance. It's a virtual positioning, and so it puts you any place in the world while you're sitting inside your home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I copy that.
Legal? Is that legal?
I said disclaimer, man.
Okay. I'm just asking if it's legal.
No, I already copied you. I already copied.
We from Northside. Man, we talking they acting goofy. You know what I mean? I love it.
SEC acting goofy.
They acting goofy out here. Yeah, but the answer is now getting it back to Coinbase might be an issue.
It's gonna be difficult.
It's gonna be difficult, and so.
For the time being, they'll open it back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Secondary,
if you just hold it in your Binance account and wait the SEC's decision out, you should be all right.
The encouraging thing about XRP is that they wasn't kicked off of Coinbase.
Right.
It's just like kind of suspended, but it's still on there.
They're in detention right now.
Buy XRP is still on Coinbase. It's going up. I just, it's just like, they just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Okay.
Also, with the IPO coming, they don't want any disaster or any danger. But you should, for any investing account, you need to have at least 2 or 3. God forbid if one goes down, you can go and buy another. At least have 2 accounts. You need to have your primary trading account and a backup in case that one goes out of business or you can't place the trade. Things happen. Or if the usage gets really high, we've seen throttling issues across every platform. You need to back up anyway. You need to back up.
Correct. Right.
I'm glad you said that, Ian, about Coinbase. The role of that XRP has played in Coinbase going public, right? They didn't want anything to get in the way of their IPO, and so SEC was on their back. All right, we're suspending XRP. You can't get it. Nothing's going to get in the way of what we're doing.
And they do have a Binance. The people on YouTube are saying Uphold. So you might want to look into that. And then they do have a Binance US. I'm just not familiar with the Binance US because I was on the original. I'm still on the original Binance, which I can't get my money out. I actually have to dedicate some time to do that for myself because I have a bunch of stuff. I got Stellar, I got Cardano, I got a bunch of stuff on Binance, the old Binance that I can't access.
Not the new gen.
No.
Wow.
Being locked out is good. Yeah.
Just like it, that's the extensional way that you're never. That's hold. You're locked out. So it's going to be a hold anyway. Hans, shout out to the North Side. Shout out to Queens.
Yes, sir. You, and another thing, I want to thank y'all, especially you, Mr. Dunlap, and everything. That done helped me, step my game up in the market with all the
I appreciate
techniques and all that stuff. Y'all done slid my way. I'll be peeping. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll be peeping.
Hey, I love it.
I appreciate that, man.
I do. Mad quiet. I'll be peeping like, oh, do this, and this. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate
all
that.
the quiet people are the ones that just really racking up. So I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Yes, sir. Take care, y'all.
All right,
man. New York.
Hey, there's nothing like
and you say New York
man.
City.
Ain't nothing like New York. That's how we talk. So like when we talk, we say like, hey, this is how we used to talk on a street corner when we was in the parking lots. That's exactly how the conversation sounded. And so it's dope to hear that.
Man, shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to Queens, man.
My guy Hans, another contributor. Let's go to Rodney. Rodney, we coming to you. Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. What's going on, Rodney?
JP Morgan 147.93. Not too bad.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Not much, man. Blessed. Thank you guys for everything you do again.
Love is love.
I picked up a lot of game from you guys over the last. And I've been following you guys since you had. I don't know what episode it was, but you guys had a vending machine dude on here.
Yeah, Kashif. Shout out to my boy Kashif. That was last year.
62.
That's before Market Mondays.
Yeah.
So
I've been following you guys ever since then.
Yeah, he came in a snowstorm.
That was a classic episode. Shout out to him, man. Appreciate you.
It was. So I was gonna say I heard you guys talking about trading cards earlier. I just wanted to know what you guys thought about NBA Top Shot. I don't know if you guys covered that.
Yeah, now we actually have an episode coming out about it. I'm not an expert, but obviously I'm getting more and more familiar every single day with Top Shot, and it's just something that is very interesting. But one of the things that, and 19 Keys brought this up, as far as like the NBA still owns the IP on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like, even when we had the conversation with the episode that's coming out, it's like, it's kind of it's an interesting dynamic, because like you own like that highlight, you own the highlight, but the NBA still actually owns it. So like you own the highlight to show your friends, to have it, but you can't put that in a movie,
right?
Because it still has licensing
and copyright.
So that's one of the things with technology. Is so much. This technology is moving like quicker than the law, and like everything is still not fully worked out as far as like even players getting paid on it, or like if you own it. Technically, I'm thinking if I own the highlight, I should be able to do whatever I want with it. I should be able to put it in a TV movie. I mean, a TV series or a movie, but you can't, because it still has to go through the NBA for that. So that was an interesting conversation. Like I said, the episode's definitely going to be coming out probably in the next couple of weeks. But that is something that's extremely, extremely intriguing to have these moments, because you know it's like the Allen Iverson crossover of Jordan, right? Imagine if you owned that. If you owned that as an NFT, like that's crazy.
That should be the highest price NFT.
That's up there.
Yeah.
Jordan dunking from the foul line.
The hand switch versus the Lakers.
That
joint was crazy.
Him like with the shoulder.
Shot with Elo.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of moments like that. Just, you know, nostalgic, iconic moments. And it's like, for me, to own one of those moments and to be able to, you know, say like I own it and like be able to show people and stuff like that. And that's dope.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah. The only like that's one of the things we were asking. It was just like those are iconic moments, but then you'll get like a Kyrie Irving layup versus like the Hornets or something. It's like, well, why is that worth $300,000? And so it's an interesting place, man. Yeah, that Jordan dunk on Ewing in the Garden, that was crazy too. Shout out to Big Norm for that one. That was crazy. That spin on Oakley. Oh gosh! And if any Knicks fans tells me that
when John Starks,
I knew he was gonna say that.
Shout out to John Starks. We got a chance to meet him in person.
Why are you bringing that up?
And I had to ask him about that legendary situation. He said, "You know what it is, man. Dunked on Jordan. You in the picture? You got dunked
on him, or he dunked past him?
I dunked on him. If you're in the picture, you got dunked on. But shout out to Mike. You know, Mike's a GOAT.
That's good, bro. Yeah.
But John Starks definitely dunked on him. That's a fact.
I can't lie, but when I saw it in real time, I was geeked. I was like,
nah, that was a moment. The Garden might have like had an earthquake in that moment.
Shout out to the Knicks.
Ronnie, appreciate you.
No, appreciate you.
Hey, shout out to Roman. He just sent me a webinar about the bot situation. Shout out to Roman. I just got that, bro. I see you. Bot trading. Interesting stuff. Shout out to the earners, man.
The thing with the entertainment industry, though, that they always operate the same way. They're going to take. Doesn't the Top Shot thing sound like everything that every rapper's been through with their masters? You own the song, but we own you, so therefore we own all of it. Like what?
We own it all.
It's your beat and your song, but it's really ours. Bring it back.
That's a fact.
That's never going to change.
That is a fact.
Oh, we got a strong earner. He's always in here. My man Mike. Mike, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Happy anniversary to all y'all. My anniversary in 2 days too.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Congrats to you, brother.
How many years?
It'll be 8.
Solid.
Oh.
What's the secret? Hold on. Before we get to the investor thing, y'all dropped them secrets.
Man,
do the anti-Kevin Samuels real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, my secret is to Man, really, you just gotta trust your partner. Like my wife changed my whole entire life.
In what way?
Come from where I come from. She helped me. Well, come from where I come from, of course, urban community, Flint, Michigan. But so basically, I would have been, I don't know where I would have been, but basically, she helped me get on the right track. Like I always want to invest, be successful, and basically, she just like, all right, this is what you want to do, let's do it. And she never let me give up. There's been times where I'll be like, man, I ain't about to do this no more. She's like, you can't give up. And I never gave me the fire to just keep going.
There you have it. The man that finds a wife finds a good thing.
Oh, shout out to Shotty.
That's what
yo. Hey, clip this up, Mike.
For real. And Mike, run that Monday on the reel.
This gonna be the highlight right here. This is going on Instagram right now. I'm chopping this one up. Shout out to you, man. What's the question?
Okay, my question is to Ian. So you said you kind of like went past real quick, but my question is, what are the 8 reasons why every dynasty ends?
I can do a full breakdown next week. A lot of them, well, in our case, the United States, we are not innovating fast enough. For those of you, can you guys put yes in chat if you agree? If you've ever traveled to any country, China, Japan, Dubai, we look archaic in comparison to other countries. The technology's better, infrastructure, hell of a lot better. So a lot of let's be honest, for those of us that grew up in the 80s, when we got to 2020, we thought we were going to see flying cars. Imagine if you were like Frozen in 1983 and you woke up and the greatest innovation was this. You'd be like, what? Where are the cars? Where is the better healthcare? Where is the better transportation? The world doesn't look that much different from 1999 or two, other than the use of this and the platforms we're communicating on. We're behind. You go to other countries, the tech is way better. 5G has been in other places already. The way so one of the reasons is being a laggard and not continually innovating, but that happens when you've been on top for a while. You never think that anyone is going to surpass you. And then also, like, our political structure is one of the biggest downfalls of our country. And so
Ian, they got you in the matrix right now.
Speaking of 5G,
that's two. But
speaking of 5G, they're sabotaging your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they got you in the matrix, little bro.
As you say, 5G, Big Brother's watching. But no, that's definitely a good point. As far as empires definitely fall because of negligence and government. That's why politics is so important. When you are an investor or when you're in business, you have to pay attention to politics and you have to take part of the political process because politics can make or break the business landscape. And it's like too much government interference, in my opinion, can stifle growth, can stifle business, and can lead to a lot of negative things happening in the business world. So there has to be a balance, I think, with government, because government is needed, but too much government, I'm not a fan of big government. I think that I've seen it firsthand as far as working in the financial services industry. It's probably the most regulated industry, especially New York State is the most regulated state. And the things that we have to go through are just completely outrageous. As far as every single week it's to do training and all this paperwork and compliance. And a lot of time when people hear people complain about the government, they don't understand, like, because they just, you just work a regular job. You don't know what somebody in business is going through until you actually are in business, and you have to go through all of this paperwork and all of these red tapes and all of this stuff. And it's like now when people outsource stuff to other countries because they can just get it right through, and they got to pay a lot less money in taxes, you can't really blame them, because it's like we're in America and they making us jump through hula hoops to get something done. It's like, if you want to be a NWBE, a minority-based women, the package to actually get that done is ridiculous. It takes like, who has time, who has the resources? Like, it's like there should be a much easier way. You're a Black business. You are certified. Like, you've been in business, you're a Black business, show me your records. Okay. all of the stuff that they make you go through.
They want your original birth certificate.
No, it's ridiculous.
Blood sample. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Streamline.
And when you said the flying cars,
streamline a lot of these things.
It's Marty McFly's fault. I'm blaming Marty McFly for this. If there was no Back to the Future, would we have been thinking about flying cars?
Well, if you watch the Jetsons like I did on UP, and shout out to everybody back in 219 Chicago. Yeah, the Jetsons,
his boy Elroy, daughter
man.
The government has never made this any country great. Entrepreneurs, investors, people, they made business great, and then people that went out on the limb, civil rights leaders, people in their community, they make the country great. They make the country great from their advocacy. Government should be the referees of this situation, just to make sure it doesn't go out of bounds, to make sure things are staying parameter. Government does not make any civilization great. The people make the civilization great. And as soon as the government fails to realize that, that's when the fall of the civilization happens. If you study any civilization, whenever the government thinks that they have too much power or that the people do not matter, that's when the people
pick me.
That's crazy.
Brandon is
I
excited.
can't see my face.
No, Brandon, no. I was getting you warmed. I was gonna give you an intro, but you just came in hot today.
You're here now. So how are you?
Damn.
I'm good. Ian, what's good? I'm bankroll on Instagram. If you don't know,
I'm excited. You're excited.
I'm more than excited. You don't even
I appreciate you, man. How you doing?
I'm good. The question I wanted to ask tonight. I'm 28 years old, and the other night I seen somebody ask, and you asked them. They were older than me. You asked if they could do $1,000 a month in investing. I can do that. I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
So what I was trying to figure out, I already got the Apple and Microsoft, and I just want to. So should I just pour into those only? Like I'm trying to figure out how to spread. I mean, I got some other stuff. Like I got some AMD. Wait, I'm bugging. I'm mixing up the guidelines. Am I good?
Go. Yo, we're gonna do old school. Go ahead.
I guess so.
Go ahead. You have Apple, Microsoft, AMD. Do you have any indexes yet?
No. I mean, I got. Hold on. I was looking at ARK.
Okay.
ARKK. I was looking at that one, but I mean, they made some good plays today. I seen like she picked some new stuff, like she invested in. But what's some recommendations? I've been trying to get in the stock club for a while. I was in it already.
Well, if you're in it, you already know what to invest in. And then also,
I was in it. No, I never got in, if that makes sense. It was one of those guideline mix-up things. Like I was trying to get in. I reached out a couple times via email, and then you DM me, told me send my email, and I just can't get in, if that makes sense. I've paid. Okay. I don't care about it. I just
Brandon. You got to let him answer one of the things you say at a time. All right, I got you. It's okay. We gonna walk
yeah, I appreciate it. Well, first in Zoom, send me an email and we're good. You need one index, and then I need you to pick one company that you think is going to be dominant over the next 10 years, and then point to those. And here's what I want, and I'm gonna say it, and I know you guys hate when I say it. Stop saying play. No investor says play, because when I hear play, I hear flip. I want you to buy a whole for free.
No, I'm only buying it.
Okay, so you gotta do your research. Go through Seeking Alpha as the Queen did. I want you to read 100 pages a day. It's homework assignment number 1. And there's Google how you can get through faster, because if you do it off your phone, you can go through in about 20 minutes. You only need 4 or 5. You don't need 18. You don't need 20. If you can do $1,000 a month, I would do just 2 index, 2 tech. Everyone on the internet is going to tell you it doesn't work. If I pulled up Xander's account, I'd break the internet right now. Just invest long term. The number one thing, and it's what I want everybody to hear. Everyone who is telling you not to invest long term is doing so to trick you out of your spot. And when it works, will they give you anything? They're just gonna hit you with my bad.
True.
Hold. No one else, like you don't hear Jay hopping on and doing these deals with Jack and be like, I'm gonna do a 9-day deal with Jack.
I also jumped in some leaps that Troy put in like the private group chat rooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like he put in some good plays, and I'll be jumping in those option calls. That anything y'all say, if I catch it, I'm jumping.
Okay, so you asked me this. You have 1,000 to invest every month based on the conversation we just have. Which ones are you going to put the 1,000 into? Because it's up to you to make the decision. The information is not needed. We probably have put out 600 hours of what to do.
Definitely.
Yeah,
you dedicated as hell. Make a decision.
Beloved,
we're gonna do a group chat call
on Wednesday.
Let's
be there.
Perfect. Bring this same exact energy.
Trust me, I will.
And I'll say this too.
Are you related to
and I'll say
Ash
this
Cash by any chance?
Hey, yo, the chat want to know are you from
Harlem?
from Harlem? Number one, and are you related to Ash Cash?
No, I'm from South Jamaica, Queens.
Queens.
Okay.
Money.
Also, one thing.
Hold on, guidelines.
No, nothing to do with nothing.
Let him slide.
No, you gotta relax.
Real quick. Let him slide.
Gotta relax.
Is it good?
Gotta relax.
You gotta relax.
Put it in the chat. And I'll say this too, to wrap. You got your entire investment thesis can't be copied, Kathy. I'm gonna say this for the last, and I won't say it again. You guys are missing out on people that are printing higher alpha and others, and a lot of you came across Kathy through us mentioning her. And when I started talking about it, right, you guys are missing some moves. That's a place to start. Please go look at the top 10 investors. You guys are missing out because here's what's happening. It's a lot of intellectual incest and investing incest, and you guys are all buying the same thing, and you're drawing down all on the same day. Have your own thesis too. That's a good place to start. So if you can't like it, and I'm with the 90s thing, right? You can't copy someone else's style and then say it's yours. So let me ask you this, homework time. What is your edge in investing that no matter what happens in the world, you will be okay? What if Kathy retires tomorrow? What you gonna do? You are about to lose your job. And at some point, she may want to leave. What you gonna do? It's over with. Wrap this shit up. Game over. Game, set, match. Now you have no picks. You have to be able to think for your own.
Oh man,
and I love her. And same with Ackman and everybody else. You have more than enough resources. Be able to build your own thesis and defend it. That's it. And if you guys look to hold for 10, 20 years, you don't need nothing else. But okay. Old school Market Monday vibes.
Yo, Market Monday. There's no place like it. There's no place like it.
The greatest show on earth.
No place like it. You
guys say you want to learn how to fish, and you'll get in somebody else's boat and imitate everything that they do. You can't copy forever.
Shout out to Brandon, man. He sounds like he belongs on the Wu-Tang skit, right?
Yo, man.
I never get through. You know what I want to hear, right?
Mike, chop up the intellectual part and blur the other word out.
Shout out to Queens, man. North side, south side. We got raided by Queens today.
Yeah, that energy from Queens is different.
Different. Shout out
How you guys not asking about more picks? ARKK good at 80, 88, 33, and then 96, 64. I thought y'all would have came out here with gunning for 20 picks, but okay. So,
all right, we're gonna go to Cheryl. Cheryl, we coming to you. Hey, and we made a toast. Bel Air.
Hey,
Bel Air Rose.
Huh. You know what's crazy? So Alex, he was he like, yo, if you get Rose to say, that'll be legendary. So I meet him. The first thing he said to me about the actual liabilities, like, yo, I fuck with that. It's needed. And then I dap him up, and as we hug, he's like,
he did that.
He did that. Yo, it was so iconic. Like, it was like, I'm like, am I in a movie right now? Like, he literally, like, we dapped up, and he, like, as we came close, he was like, like,
that's wild. Shout out
Rose. Yo, crazy. Rosetta, this is the homie. Rosetta, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted.
How are you, Queen?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Are you in Cali right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we headed west.
Awesome. Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah,
so, quick question. I loved the episode about the water plant.
Yeah.
So my little brother, that's all he talks about right now is water. So he sent me the PHO stock. So I just started looking at it today, but I wanted to get Ian's thoughts.
On which one?
That's Invesco.
Invesco Water, PHO.
We said that
Yeah.
on Mondays a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
That and
Okay.
CGW, amazing. Home run.
Okay, awesome. Well, I will let him know. He'll be so happy.
Yeah. Shout Rosetta, shout out to you. This is like when we talk about day one earners and loyal earners, Rosetta is one of those. Rosetta, tell them what you do out in LA.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm an attorney out here. I'm actually in the process of building a virtual legal clinic. I really want to be the EYL of law.
That's amazing.
And just deal people game and just have legends on deck giving game. So I just finished my term as president of Black Women Lawyers Association in Los Angeles.
Tell them how many is in the association. Let them know.
Oh man, hundreds. Our biggest events have, almost 1,000 people.
Amazing.
And so now we've been virtual, just like everybody else. But I know everybody. I have access to everybody. So I want to share that access. So legendsatlaw.com is launching soon.
Ooh, I told you she a beast, y'all.
Job well done.
Thank you so much.
That's an earner right there for
EYL
sure.
University. We have
Thank you, Rosetta.
We have the best student.
Thank you.
We have the best.
PHO 4647, not bad. I swear I thought y'all gonna come on tonight and ask at least 100.
Let's see who we got.
Earn your legal. I like that.
Ooh.
Earn your legal.
Rosetta, that's a hard bar right there. Earn your legal.
Go get that domain right now for them scammers. Go get it.
That's a fact.
Somebody gonna try to do it. Watch.
That is a fact.
Yeah, she's the one when we was out in Crenshaw. I was like, "Where should we eat?" And she gave us like 30 different restaurants.
Shout out to the vegan restaurant in Crenshaw. You remember the name of that?
She texted to me.
That was good. That was good food over there.
I got the name for the episode. It was Austin Woolridge.
Austin Woolridge.
Yeah,
he's a legend. Shout out to him.
Definitely.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's the first one that told us about Y Combinator.
Yeah. Players Lounge is his platform.
Yes.
All right, let's go to
EYL alumni.
We haven't seen him.
Let's go to one more if we can.
All right, Leon, we coming to you. Leon, we coming to you.
Leon, ask 10 since no one else did. Let's get to it.
What's going on?
Good.
Where's
How you
Franklin
doing?
at? Shout out to all my Snowfall watches.
So I got a question. Well, I got a problem too.
Uh-oh.
I have about 42 positions.
Okay. Open. Let's go. Let's go. Which ones?
I have YOLO. I have PHYS. I have SOS. I have AUY. I have Hero, PFE.
Okay, let me ask you, why do you have so many?
Man, I don't know.
Okay. Hero, good. PFE, not bad. Go ahead.
Sand, SAND.
What price you get in sand?
Don't
love it. Don't love it. Next, let's go.
URA.
Oh baby, hold that.
Okay. I have Cron, CRON. Chronos. I think that's what it is.
It's gonna slide back down to $4.66. It's gonna take years for this to be viable, but if you're building a base now because you think that it's going to do well in 2026 through 2029 after legalization, you're good, but it's going to drop back down to that 5. The lowest it should get down is probably 483, and then it'll slide back up towards the end of the year, back 10, come back down to 6. You're going to have to hold this for a couple of years. Go ahead, next one.
Okay. I have BLCN.
That's okay. Next.
That's good. Okay, I have hold on.
You about to make my night if we go through 15 to 20.
Okay.
Market Monday's consultation.
Live.
There's some people on YouTube who are like, bruh, I would have had my account up if I was you. Come on.
Yeah, I have hold on. I have QQQ.
Good.
Solid.
I have
Did yourself a good with that.
CHPT.
Well, it depends on what price. Charge point is going to slide down back down to 1872 if you hold it for a few years.
That movement looks a little suspicious, Ian. from like September to October. That movement looks
of course. Yeah. You're going to have to hold it for a long period of time. Go ahead. Next one.
I have Mara.
You got it last year?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Next.
I have Disney.
My baby. Hold. It's gonna slide probably down to 168 and some change. Give it another 2 years. It should break 245. Go ahead.
I have Neo.
Okay. It's gonna be tough. Go ahead. Hold it though.
NNDM.
Kill that.
Okay. I have CCIV.
Oh baby,
that's a good one. Hey, that's a good one. We actually gonna talk about that on Wednesday.
What price you get in?
Shout out to Wall Street Trapper, and shout out to the credit dude too. Want to check in?
Absolutely. Trap, what up, man? What price you get in the CCIV? And the thing with SPACs, I'm gonna tell you guys, and you read it endlessly. The thing with the SPACs, you have to see when they're exiting. They only have to stay in for 2 years max. A lot of you kept chasing this thing, and then the value left, and now it's sliding down. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Ian, let me ask you a question, because my sister asked me about this stock. I thought it was no good looking at its long-term charts, but it did have a tremendous run up for the last 12 months. Mattel.
What's the ticker?
Like the toy drum?
Like the
toy company? MAT?
I believe so.
Yeah, MAT.
Yeah, the last. I mean, if she got in last year, but look, I mean, okay.
Looking at it like right now.
Oh,
okay. In 1997, it went from $46 down to $10.75. In 2008, it went up to 31 and dropped back down to 10.63. In 2013, it went from 48. That's the all-time high. Dropped down to 19. In 20, what year is this? And in 2016, it went from 33 down to the low of $6.82. Everyone type in chat, is that a good company to invest in? Now, if she did touch it, she should probably wait to $12.03. Anything above that would be suicide.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
There you have it.
Those funny roller coaster charts I don't really like.
No good.
Leon,
so
one more, Leon, and then we're gonna move.
We got.
I got CCIV at $25.
It's not bad. It's a little bit high. It's not bad. I understand why you got in at that time, but that's why I tell you guys. Anyone, I always say everyone has an angle, even me. My thing is I want to be able to get you the best game. So if I need a favor in the future, I'll be able to call on you. Right?
Okay.
Did you take any profit though? Or you held it?
No, I held it.
Yeah, it's gonna slide down to 15.58 and then it'll bounce back up. If it gets back up to 30, you can cash out. But you need to see when the other investors that are invested in it are exiting. That is a telltale sign of when to get out.
Yeah, you can check the volume on it, right? So like if you look at the average volume or the daily volume, sometimes, and I know on Yahoo Finance, it'll show you in red or green, it'll tell you like the number of trades inside of the position. And if the number is red, it means that that's people selling it. And if it's green, that's people buying it. That's like a little way for you to know what's happening in the position.
Okay. Now you said one more. I got F sale. So I keep that or let it go.
What price you get in?
Let's see.
And my only piece of advice, like I know it's hard because you have so many. Eventually, you got to get with your advisor and pare down to 10. Because if we're being honest, to do the research and look at all of these is difficult.
Right.
But pare down to 10. Did you get in a F sale last year or this year?
This year, I got it at $20.
Hey Leon, what's the ticker?
FCEL.
FCEL.
Yeah, you it's gonna take some time to go back up.
You got it in at $20?
Yeah, you got it high.
Holding the bag on that one.
Yeah. It's gonna take maybe 18 months to. Well, no, maybe 13 months.
Yeah, I got started. I learned about EYL late, so I was in trouble by then.
No, you're good. Let me. I haven't done this in a while, and no one else asked, but let me help you. I'll give a scholarship to you tonight, and I'll put you in stock club tonight, and now you'll be the only person I bless, and then we can wrap up, and I can give these gifts away to get everyone else started. But yeah, we got to get you down to 10.
Right. That's why I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Appreciate you, Leon.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
how would I get in touch with you, Ian?
Just send your email to Troy or Rashad, and then they can get it over to me, or you can just drop it in the Zoom. Then I'll grab it, and then I'll put you in tonight.
Put your email in the Zoom chat,
Leon.
Yeah, and then we can get it from the Zoom.
Yeah.
All right.
Janet, if Janet's in there, Janet, can you just
Superstar Janet
capture that and send it over?
Janet's the algorithm. Like, keep her.
Yo, Janet's different. Shout out to Janet. Shout out to Janet. Shout out to everybody in the book club yesterday. Marcus, I saw that comment. He said, "Yo, I didn't see you in the book club. It's because you was on stage with Ross. Like, that's more important than our book club." We were doing a podcast. It was a live podcast. What y'all saw was just the end of the podcast. So shout out to the book club, everybody in there. G, shout out to you for holding it down yesterday. Janet, shout out to you holding it down. Shout out to my brother Arthur, who was out in Miami. I didn't get a chance to link with him, but yeah, shout out to Arthur. That's how I got. Victor.
Email.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. I see it. I got it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yo, let's do this real quick. Victor, yeah, let's bring him on. He got something to say.
Yeah, Vic, we coming to you. Victor Garcia, what's going on? Unmute yourself. You've been unmuted. Vic, you there?
Oh
man.
You want to invest in the stocks to give you the lowest rate of risk.
Victor, unmute. All right. What's good?
What's going on? Yes, how are you?
Okay, how you guys doing, brothers?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Let me tell you something, man. I am so proud of you guys from Greenberg, man. You guys are doing your thing, man. God bless you.
Blessings.
Shout out to the town.
Thank you.
Love your energy, man.
Appreciate you.
Okay, family, I want to bless you. I want to tell you about XRP. I've been studying XRP for the last 2 years. Family, XRP, we talking about cross-border payments. Okay, right now the SWIFT system moves the financial money all over the world. Okay, SWIFT has just teamed up with Ripple XRP. When you're talking about cross-border payments and you're talking about digital CBDCs, we're talking about all the money, okay? Companies like Grayscale, BlackRock, that handles trillions and trillions of dollars, okay? They're going to go into Ripple XRP. Actually, there was, are we still live? Because I'm seeing the thing ended. Are we good?
No,
you here, bro.
You good. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me tell you what happened. What happened, right, was that right before the Security Exchange Commission filed suit against Ripple, the price was like $92. 92 cents. It went down to 17 cents, right? So Grayscale pulled out because they couldn't have this publicity, because they're handling trillions of dollars. But this has all been a setup, right? The person that's been nominated today to run the Security Exchange Commission, right? John Gasner, right? He's been teaching blockchain technology in MIT University for the last 3 years. Ripple funded MIT $6-7 million for cryptocurrency blockchain technology. And the first person that the new SEC commissioner, before he was at MIT, he was 35 years, right? In the Federal Reserve regulatory system. Family, let me tell you something. This game is already, the mix is in. This has already been set up, right? XRP, family, I've been buying it since it was 17 cents, okay? Family, I made a video, right, on YouTube, and I said, family, take your stimulus check, right, and take $700 and invest in XRP. I told them to invest in Stellar Luma. I tell you exactly, this was my formula.
But let me ask you this. In comparison to other crypto, what advantages does it have over others? And then why is that not reflected in the price of them not breaking above $2 to $8?
Okay, great. Let me say something. That's a great question. Okay, what happens is this, right? Is that the financial, first of all, Ripple, the company, okay, they've been working, they're a software finance company that works with the banks, okay? So for the last years, 8 years, they've been working behind the scenes, okay, to get us ready for the reset. Okay, so the reset is this: the banks don't want you and I to get it. Okay, they don't want us to have XRP. XRP is for the financial system that does cross-border payments. Now, remember what you have to think about. Think of Vostro accounts. Vostro accounts is this: if I'm the Bank of New York, and you go to China and cash my check, right? When you get to China, that Bank of New York money better be in China. So that means I have to set up millions of dollars, right? All over the world. With XRP, you don't have to do that because it scales in 3 seconds. SWIFT takes 48 hours to a week to send money overseas. So think about this, 3 seconds. And this is why you don't know about XRP, because let me tell you something. First of all, the higher the XRP is, right? The more volume it has, the higher the price. So they've been selling and giving away XRP to all the financial institutions. Guess what? The reset is here. Family, in the next couple of days, okay? And when I made that exactly March 13th, right? The price was $48 for XRP, okay? Stellar Luma was
48 cents.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
39,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry. Stellar Luma XLM, right, was 39 cents, and VeChain was 7 cents, okay? So right now, people made their $700 already, and I told them to give me 3 months. Okay, so if it goes up only to $1, it's already past $1, right?
Mm-hmm.
The total shares that I had was 4,512, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make $4,000 off of 700. If it already went up $1.
Hypothetically, disclaimer for Victor and everyone here, but go ahead. You're cooking.
No,
keep going.
Potentially, because nothing's guaranteed. I'm sorry. You potentially could make, but guess what? The way it sounds now, they already made it. Okay, so what I'm saying is this, right?
Vic,
yes, sir.
Not to cut you off, but I got like 30 more seconds, Vic.
Okay, let me just say one thing, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Digital currency, right? Digital dollar. All the rails all over the world, right, is going to run through XRP because XRP is the clearance house. So all these different banks with all their digital dollars, at the end of the day, right, if you Bank of Garcia and you Bank of Thomas, we don't want each other's crypto. So XRP is the clearing house. So I'm leaving you with this, right? In 7 to 21 days, you're going to see it go to about $30 a share. And so that means that by July, I don't have no money now. I'm going to be a multimillionaire, and then you're going to have me on live.
Okay.
How about that?
You're saying XRP from here.
XRP. And I don't sell anything, okay? I'm just saying.
No. I'm just hearing your thesis. I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking because I love the passion. So from here.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So from here, you think it's going to go to 30 in what time frame?
Okay. I think that between now and the next 30 days, right, we're going to see at least $7 to $30 between now and the next 30 days. And I think the lawsuit will be over. The sooner the lawsuit is over, right?
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely fly post lawsuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the lawsuit will be over the next couple of weeks because my man's been sworn in today. So family, and the thing is, right, I don't invest in nothing that costs over $2. And there's so many things in the cryptocurrency, but family, keep in mind, right, that more than half of the cryptocurrency is going to go to zero when the regulation comes. So be careful, family.
I appreciate
you. I appreciate that. I need everyone to go do their research. So, like, for example, that's why I talk about repricing. So I want to talk to my people in real estate. So let's say if this is a house that's $143,000, because the top of Ripple is $1.43, and the bottom is. Let me go back and look real quick.
Shout out to Mr. Garcia. He's from our neighborhood, OG from our neighborhood, man. That's the environment.
Yeah, and if the bottom is 29 cents for 29,000, what would be the ideal price to buy? The only thing I want you, and I'm going to say this every week,
it's crazy.
If you know how to buy one thing, so if this is worth 10 at peak and this one goes on sale for 2, what's the median price? We should buy these to then sell them to somebody else. I don't want you guys buying at the top. You cannot do it. Everything, put in chat, everything is based on price. Okay. All of your wins are going to be based on the price. That's why some of you are like, yo, I got Tesla, I got Apple, but it's not working, and I hate you. You bought it at the all-time high. I never said do that.
Yeah.
Price matters. If a house is worth 500, I don't want to pay $499.99 for it. For those of you in real estate, you get this better. And this is one, I'm always going to say this. For those of you in real estate and construction that get pricing, you're better than most people who just look at stocks who don't build businesses, because you know how to price in your profit already. So
that's I mean, it's at $1.
I hope it goes to $30.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
I'm very bullish on Ripple, XRP.
We got thousands.
I'm very bullish on XRP.
Yeah,
I have thousands.
7 could be probable.
30 is
30 is because if I miss this, I'm gonna break my computer live on Market Mondays.
No, it'd be if it go to 30.
Watch, I'm a Hulk smash.
These has been earned, y'all.
Yeah. So now I have to find a way to get my money out of Coinbase. That's
absolutely.
Don't worry, I'll buy you one, bro. I'll buy you a whole calendar. We'll just take over.
Shout out to XRP, man. I definitely believe in XRP though. But
yeah, shout out to Greenberg.
Really quick,
shout out to the town.
Shout
man.
out to Greenberg in New York.
Shout out to the town, man. Everybody from our neighborhood, man.
Based on the price analysis, if you do expect a big bump like that, the max that it will push to, and a 13, well, in a 6-month period or 5-month period would be 1671. So I want you guys to be able to pull up price regardless of anything that you're looking at and know what the exit points are going to be. So 1671 is a top, but I mean, if you guys are looking for a target, 1071 has a higher probability over like a 1 or 2 year period. So, all right, let's pick the last 4 people. I saw the queen, and I'm sorry that this happened. Keisha Dixie said that she had to quit her job in June because she won't take the vaccine. I think that's terrible. And for that, like, you need to be the first person that wins.
She has to quit in June coming.
Yep. And that's what I told you. They're gonna, and in schools and in colleges, it's going to happen as well. And especially for those of you that are in the healthcare field, that they're going to imply.
Yeah, I see.
You should take it.
And if you don't, Ian. I saw a few colleges and universities that are making it a requirement that you have to have it in order to step on campus in September. Yeah. I mean, it's very strategic, right? The first thing that they said is that we need the teachers to have them. And once you get the teachers to have them, that means that they could be there full time. And so now kids can go back to school. And now the next thing will be they're working on something for kids to take. So it'll be like the flu shot very soon. For those who like the flu shot. I never liked it.
So I want her to be the first one that gets the 1,000 to be able to invest into the market. If you can send your email and home address to the good people at EYL, I'll FedEx you overnight.
Perfect.
We've got to be able to help those that helped us. So let's do 3 more. And then also, I want to arrange a private dinner for you guys. And let's do it in 2 weeks. So I'll give everybody time, because I know some of you said you couldn't make it right away. So for those of you that win also the scholarship, I want to take you out, and then you'll be able to pick my brain on investing or anything else. And hopefully I can get the good brothers to slide through as well.
Where would this dinner be at?
We got to do New York City, rocking with the best. Lloyd Banks. Banks, what up? Man.
New York City, man. No place like it.
Nah, exclusive dinner in New York City.
Yeah. Ian came in and it didn't snow.
That's a fact, man.
Every time I touch down, it's cold.
Shout out to Credit Dude, 365 for 365 days. That's dope. And shout out to Trapper once again for super chats.
That's my guy. Bro.
Okay, so what are we doing, Ian? We you picking people or?
Yeah. I want to pick 2 more people to get scholarship, and yeah. So Keisha Dixie, send your email and your home address, and we'll have something for you. And then if any of you are in any danger of losing your job over COVID, let me know.
And don't just make up some situation if you're not in danger. If you're not in danger, because let's be honest,
because God gonna strike you.
You gotta relax, man. Like,
yo, shout out to Queens tonight.
Some people don't even have a job. Talking about like, yo, I'm about to lose my job.
Fired on your day off
because I'm about to
with
get
no job,
no COVID.
With a T.
Like, what do you do?
Put a T on
I operate the phone. I'm a phone operator.
What? This dude is reckless. Yo, this dude is reckless tonight. What? This dude is reckless tonight.
Yeah, I gotta chill.
Everybody gotta relax.
Yeah, gotta relax.
So we just grabbing some emails, Ian?
Yeah.
Right, perfect.
Grab them. Will be good.
Janet.
Jan.
Can you just?
Jan's got a plan.
Please.
if you're on the East Coast, please grab somebody like
in New York would be helpful.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, you guys can travel if you want, but
yeah, you got some flying. I'm honored to do it.
All right.
Yeah, we went back to our old school today. This was pretty fun.
Yeah, this was the original
I
formula.
thought they was gonna ask about 1,000 companies, but shout out to my guy who came on. Like, yo, I got 42. I need help.
42 companies.
That's the way you should. And I'm gonna be real. If it was me, even with guidelines, Ian, I got one question for you, and I will rattle off 13.
You know what? They missed the original. They missed the original episodes, man. They gotta go back and watch how that used to happen. It got pretty crazy. So shout out to all the day one earners. Shout out to the new earners, everybody in EYL University that's in here in the Zoom chat. Shout out to all the tube. YouTube is a funny place, man.
And Wednesday, we have group chat on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, group chat on Wednesday.
Wednesday, EYL University, we have our group chat. We're going to go over stocks. We're going to go over our portfolios. We'll probably bring Francis in to talk about charts.
And Jay who? The brothers from the G Code.
Yeah. So you never know. We might bring some surprises.
Yo, if you haven't been to one of those classes with these two brothers, Shai, what they doing? A tremendous what?
Disservice.
That's an absolute fact. These two brothers are brilliant.
And I didn't mention the episode that's coming out tomorrow on Earn Your
Solid.
Leisure. Shout out to Troy Carter. You might not know who Troy Carter is, but you
legend.
Yeah,
get to know him.
Troy Carter is a legend in the game. He used to manage Lady Gaga. Used to manage John Legend. Early investor in Uber. Early investor in so many different Spotify. FaZe Clan, if you're a video game fanatic like my son, you know what FaZe Clan is.
Aficionado in art.
He's the head of Prince's estate, musical estate.
Yeah. The entertainment side.
Yeah, the entertainment for Prince's estate. You just name it. He used to be the head of Spotify's music
diversity division. Something
distribution department.
Yeah.
You could just run down his whole resume. Is crazy. If you're on Clubhouse, you might have heard him speak.
And one of the things is like you can't reach him. So a lot of people are like, how do I reach him?
He's not on Instagram.
He's not on Instagram.
Yeah, he's one of these guys.
You never.
I'm about to adopt that whole model this year.
Yo, you don't.
We're on here.
When we say you don't know who we know,
I'm gonna go back right to a landline.
You really don't know who we know, and so we were able to connect with the good brother. And anytime there's another Troy on the platform, it's gonna be a special situation.
He's a good guy, man. Art investor. Does it all. Does it all.
And guys, do your research. Even with the art, tell me if year over year, if art gets a higher return than the S&P 500. Go do your homework. Go look at that book from Ray Dalio that I told you guys about the big debt crisis. That'll tell you everything about the could-be fall of America and then some of the, and I love Ray. I think he calls for the crash too much in every decade. Too much. One of the greatest investors of all time, but I think he calls for this short too much. But read that book. Please do.
Ian, you said 4, right? Four people?
Yeah, and we need to get off because they're going to make Zoom and our computers catch on fire.
Yo, I can't even keep up. Every time I press 99, it's a new 99.
All right, we got it. You guys can stop. All right.
No trading after dark tonight. I love you guys. I need to rest. I need to recharge. Namaste. Stock Club, we will be on right after. And then that's it. But I want to tell you guys, thank you. Thank you in chat. If you thought when we first started doing this and I was calling these prices, I was crazy, and y'all wanted to flame me when it didn't work and it worked out, and you're like, damn, man, pretty damn good.
How do I type yes?
I'll just keep it out because at first, even Bam was like, bro, you used to be calling shit out of nowhere, and I'm like, I appreciate that. But what you don't see in that, and I'll give you guys a business secret. A part of what you have to do in your business, you have to master something and make it look easy, but also not make it look so easy or reveal behind what's the curtain of how that thing works. Right? That's going to give you a part of your edge, and then pile into one thing. And I'm going to say this, even with the shirts, you don't see them roll out a new shirt every week. There's a reason. You guys want to hop and jump. That's why I hate play and all that. No investors trying to play. They're trying to create legacy and wealth for their families.
Yeah.
Long
Shout out to you, my brother.
Focus
Shout
on
out to
one
you.
thing. So thank you.
I don't think people understand the level of dedication and work that goes into putting this together every Monday, because it goes overlooked. It kind of seems seamless, but the dedication that it takes. I mean, every Monday we're here with y'all. Like we said, we missed one, and that was because it was like New Year's or something like that. So
that was your son's birthday, right?
Yeah,
my son's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
the reason.
That was the only we took the last week of the month, the last week of the year off, but yeah, consistent every single week. Same time, we changed the time a couple times for the versus battles early. But for the most part we kept the same time. Did at least an hour and a half to 2 hours every single week, every Monday for the last 52 Mondays. So
that's the lesson right there.
Yeah, consistency. That's the magic formula, man. Consistency. That's the magic formula. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we fought off a lot of things. Think about the things that could have took your attention. We were on during the national championship. We were on during a lot of the versus battles. We were on during Monday Night Football, and people were still here with us because the learning was more important than the entertainment.
Monday prime time is probably the most prized real estate on television
for sure.
Monday Night Football, like, that's the start of the week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is the most prime time in television, period. And Monday is probably the most prime day. So we picked the number one day to have the most competition. Like you said, national championship game, the college football national championship game. If you think about all of those games are on Monday night football, playoffs, but it is what it is.
So, okay. We're going to keep running. We're going to keep running.
That's a fact. To be the best, you challenge the best.
Fact.
And that's what we did, man. So we thank you guys for your support. Once again, rest in peace to DMX. Can never take life for granted. Many blessings to everybody out there that is observing Ramadan. It's the start of Ramadan. Tonight. That's a fact. So everybody all over the world that's observing that, blessings to you for that. And just positive energy. Take the information and apply it. That is the biggest thing. Apply it.
I'm almost done wrapping up the show. Yeah, I'm on live. I'm almost done wrapping up. Thank you. They don't want to.
They don't want you to finish the show.
We're gonna let you go, man.
Yeah. You're right. One last thing too. Before those who joined last year, yes, you guys will be able to renew. Don't tell anybody. Don't share with your cousins. We're not doing that. But I love you guys. Thank you for the Stock Club members who joined last year. Even when your grandma and your uncles told you that it wasn't gonna work and it was crazy, one of the best years ever. I love you guys dearly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get killed. Hey, I want to just say happy anniversary to my wife Danielle again. Thank you for your patience.
Danielle, you're amazing.
Thank you for your understanding. I mean, it's our anniversary tonight, and she was like, "Go do the show. We have today. We have this afternoon. We have tomorrow. Go do the show." So that takes a certain level of just understanding that what we're doing is really big. But again, I can't do any of this without you. And again, none of this is possible without you. We do this in your house for over 2 years. And you've been understanding and caring and supportive. Number one thing, just been supportive of what we're trying to get done. So again, I love you and thank you. And thank you to everybody that was part of the process too. Everybody that flew out to our wedding. I love all y'all. Shotty was part of the wedding himself. That was a different.
And thanks for letting me crash in your house. I love you.
Yeah.
Your family's amazing.
For sure. Shout out to my brother Howie. He's in the check-in. Shout out to G, like I said. Shout out to everybody, man. Love is love, man. We just gonna keep spreading it. We're gonna keep trying to encourage people to do the same, man. So when we tell you every Monday, reach out, call somebody, text somebody, we're doing the same thing. And we reached out to a lot of people, and this weekend we got to see that love come back. A lot of people stopped us, and Ian, they asked about you as well. I don't want to make it seem like they only asked about me and Shotty. They asked about how you were doing, and they told us about how Market Mondays changed their life, or an episode of Earn Your Leisure changed their life. And so thank you to everybody, especially everybody at the Recession Proof Conference that pulled up on us, took a photo, just gave us a word of encouragement to keep going. I tell you, y'all are the fuel. And so as long as y'all keep providing the fuel, we're going to keep driving this thing.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been real. We don't want to get Ian in trouble for going over time.
No, like they come barging in like,
yo, get out of there.
Like, yo, you better run my money back. Don't make me listen. I have a little bit of influence, right? Don't make me make these Red Panda family members come live right now. Bad review.
Close that door.
Hey, this ain't back in the day, right? That's what they say, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, yo, we love y'all. Love is love. We catch you on next Monday, y'all. Love is love. Peace.
Peace. They got to pay for the placement. He gonna come in.